Hi, my name's Mary Taylor and I run Fab Fitness in Barrow-upon-Sword, Leicestershire in Englandshire. And I just wanted to share a little something with you that I've been thinking about and working with some of my fabulous clients with over the last few months. And it's all sort of come together and it's linked to sleeping babies or non-sleeping babies and your gut bacteria. So I just wanted to share what we've started to discover. Because I work a lot with new mums who fundamentally come to me because obviously they're wanting to try and lose some of their baby weight and get back fit and fabulous. One of the things that we all know is that lack of sleep has a huge impact on your body's ability to be well. And I think, in fact, most people don't realise how important sleep is until you're sleep deprived. One of the things that I always focus with on my mums, particularly if they've been breastfeeding or are breastfeeding, is the type of foods that they're eating, because obviously whatever they're taking in is what their babies are being nourished by. And as we all know, when we eat foods that don't necessarily agree with us, then we have trouble sleeping, we have trouble functioning. So we can imagine a tiny little baby's marble tummy trying to deal with everything, then that can have potentially a huge impact on their sleep. And the other thing is, it's really key to understand that your tummy, your stomach, is basically your second brain, because constantly there's messages going between the stomach and the digested foods, the enzymes, the nutrients, and the brain as well, telling your body how to function. And this is why we see so many adverts telling us to take our good healthy bacteria, because we all need good gut flora in order to make sure that our body is functioning well. So for example, did you know that 20% of your T4 thyroid is converted to T3 in your tummy? So if you're having problems with your thyroid, it may be worth looking at your good gut flora. And that's where probiotics become so important to our lifestyles, particularly when we've had very heavy sugar or starchy based diets, when we've been taking a lot of painkillers, which I've had to do historically, or maybe we've been on continual courses of antibiotics. All those things are absolutely essential when we are unwell and we've tried every avenue and we need to get the body fit again. But the problem with the antibiotics is they do their job so well, is that they wipe out not just the bad bacteria that's causing the illness, but also all the good bacteria that we need in order to keep our body functioning well. So again, one of the things we recommend is good probiotic, a good course of probiotics after you've had your antibiotics. Now, the interesting link for me is when you start looking and understanding how a baby gets their first lot of good bacteria. Because when the baby is growing in the stomach, obviously it's a very sterile environment. It's not doing any digestion. It's being nourished through the mum. And the first place that the baby gets access to good, healthy bacteria, particularly the type of bacteria that will allow it to digest milk, is in the vaginal passage, which again is another reason why I really advocate mums, new mums, pregnant mums, to take a good course of probiotics as part of their pregnancy wellness, to ensure that their vaginal passage is as healthy as it can be for the baby passing through. Because as the baby passes through, the secretions cover their face, their mouth, their lips and everything, and it gives the baby that first dose of really, really healthy bacteria, essential for its good digestion. And again, here's the link. If your baby's not sleeping, and it's maybe been a C-section baby, or for whatever reason your nutrition wasn't as great as it should have been, because you've been sick through your pregnancy, you just couldn't stomach certain foods, or unfortunately you like a lot of foods that aren't very easily digested, because we all know how we feel after a heavy night or a heavy meal. We have trouble sleeping. And that's what got me thinking when talking to quite a lot of my mums. I was saying, well, what do you eat? What did you eat when you were pregnant? particularly a lot of the babies that have trouble breastfeeding. You know, is there a reason there? Maybe if they're C-section babies or the mummies, nutrition wasn't so great, that the milk's hard for them to digest. It's not that they don't want to breastfeed, it's that they're struggling to digest it, and therefore, you know, the same as us, we wouldn't eat or want to drink something that we know doesn't suit us. So, you know, the babies are as intuitive as us. So that then got me thinking, and then lo and behold, I got this amazing book. Believe it or not, the body book by Cameron Diaz is absolutely fantastic, and I'm just going to read a little passage from there because I was listening to this on my audio book, and this is what she basically was sharing with us. All mammals develop within the uterus without any bacteria, and as they exit the birth canal on their way to their world debut, they pass through the vagina, which is full of lactic acid bacteria, the kind of bacteria that metabolizes milk. The vaginal secretions coat the baby's face and mouth, introducing a number of lactobacilli, the same bacteria that help humans digest breast milk into the baby's body. Now, one of the things is that there's more and more children and babies being born through C-section, and there's a particular scientist in America, Dr. Maria Gloria Dominguez Bello, is realizing that C-sections and vaginal births are not created equally. Now, obviously, the C-section is without doubt an amazing operation when it's essential for saving the mum and the baby's life. But sometimes through that procedure, the babies miss out on their first dose of incredibly important bacteria. And they get their microbiome, which is their own little natural bacterial upload, through other people, so they miss out on getting it. And studies have linked C-sections and the lack of healthy bacterial colonies to a risk in allergies, asthma, type 1 diabetes, and childhood obesity. So again, I'm just sharing statistics. As with any research, please go and do your own. I just thought this was interesting and wanted to share it with you. What Maria Gloria is doing in her NYU office is, before a woman delivers a baby by C-section, she places a piece of gauze in the woman's vaginal canal, thereby allowing it to absorb all the bacteria that the baby would have encountered through a normal vaginal birth. After the baby is delivered by C-section, she then swabs the baby's mouth with the gauze and its face, thereby delivering all the bacterial goodness that the baby needs. So, just something that I wanted to share with you and for you to think about, because one of the things I've spoken to about with one of my mums who has not slept for 7 months. I mean, I'm sure the mums out there can fully appreciate what that must feel like. I mean, and this lady's literally been living on 20 minutes sleep. And she's been working with me through her own personal nutrition and wellness. And I just suggested to her, because she told me that she'd been on a course of antibiotics during her pregnancy. And I said, well, why don't you just try some baby probiotics? Please go and do your own research and let me know what you think. So she's decided to do that. And literally in the last 2 days, the baby has slept for 12 hours on day 1 and 11 hours last night, which is why I thought I have to share this information with you. The only thing that's changed is the introduction of the baby probiotics. So all I want to share with you is, if you have got problems with your baby sleeping, if your baby's struggling to digest food, isn't taking to the breast maybe as well as you would want it to do, then why not have a look, one, at your own nutrition? So do you need to take a probiotic for yourself? 2, is it worth looking at a baby probiotic, which you can get? The one I use is and recommend is Dr. Udos, but I know there's many more out there. And 3, surely it's worth getting some sleep so that you and your baby can enjoy being mummy and baby together. Let me know what you think. I'd be really interested on any feedback whatsoever. And as always, with anything that I share with you, please take that which serves you well and leave with me anything that you feel is of no benefit to you and your baby. Take care, stay fabulous,